Hello. It's taking a really long time to load today.
うん、俺はもう準備万端だ。
早急理解帰還粛清開始抵抗無駄です遅すぎます終幕ですさあ永遠に眠りなさい
Excellent fight. Should rank high this week. Oh yeah. Thinking about buying her skin. I think the skin looks pretty cool. Yeah, that was a really good score.
Alright. このコンチェルトのソリストをさせていただきありがとうございます。私の指示に従う滅びる
どこ見てんだよ全部消え失せろ したことねえ。別に褒められるようなことじゃん。
私の指示に従い滅びるか。
どこ見てんだよ。全部消え失せろ。
準備か。メニューへとの時間です。展開です。私と
邪魔だ。
滅びるか。生まれ変わりました。これが昇格ネットワークの力よ。分かった。どんなハーモニーのお好きですか？
どこ見てんだよ。全部消え失せろ。
準備完了。メニューへとの時間です。完璧。
邪魔だ。
これで全てが終了する。
邪魔だ。無駄な抵抗だ。大したことねえ。別に褒められるようなことじゃん。
早期理解帰還粛清開始。
Mic not on? Hello? Testing? Testing? Looks like it's on to me, dude. Am I wrong? Looks like it's on to me. Not exactly a lot to say right now. It's just...
さあ終焉の光を与えましょう。
I had it off last night, but I
ここ
didn't
に宣告します。
I didn't stream last night. Kinda needed a day off. Just chilled and played Star Wars until like 3 in the morning. It's good times. I don't think I can finish that game today, but probably the next stream, if I continue to stream it, should be getting to the post game. I think I'm at like chapter 4. I might start skipping the cutscenes. I'm not really feeling the story. The characters aren't very interesting. We'll see. I have watched the whole story up to this point, but... Skull update tomorrow. Oh, I didn't know that that was happening. I didn't know. I don't really like that game that much. I don't know, that game just humbled me really hard. So I can clear, like, most of the other action roguelikes on, like, the hardest difficulty. Or at least play normal at a high level, but then, like, that game I could barely finish. I don't know if that's changed, but I found that game just really hard. I couldn't really get into it. How much is the DLC? Because I, like, don't have a lot of money right now. As we all know. Is it like $5? Actually, I could probably pay for that, maybe. How many black cards do I have? I pretty much got enough for Lee already. Yeah, 15,000. So if I can raise another 5,000, which I think is possible before the patch ends, I'll have to spend like a little bit of money. Actually, yeah, I haven't bought the battle pass yet. The battle pass says 2,500. Yeah, looking like I can double S3. I think I can double S3 Lee when he comes out. Yeah, I can get his pet too. What's the new mode? I haven't really been looking at it. Been in my own little world with roguelikes. Haven't really been looking at any others. So let me go ahead and look that up really quick. Kind of piqued my interest, but I just like I'm terrible at that game, so I don't know about buying DLC for it. That's a bit of a stretch. Let me look this up really quick, and then we'll play some Star Ocean. I just didn't like how that game's balanced. I didn't like the balance. Didn't like how it seems like you can't dodge a lot of damage. The dodge is on like a really long ass cooldown. I never really got to it. I mean, I played it for a while, but well, I'm going to assume it's going to come with a balancing. Maybe if they make it so I don't lose so often, maybe I'll play it. I can play that game on Steam Deck too, so I didn't even know this game was crowdfunded. I thought it was just published. But I guess it was crowdfunded, which would explain why it got so much DLC, because I think it did way better than they thought. Yeah, I didn't even know that they were doing stretch goals this whole time. I thought it was just, hey, we made a lot of money, so we're gonna keep supporting the game. Yeah, I'll check it out tomorrow. I can look into it. Yeah, I'm not very good at that game, so I don't know about streaming that. People come here for sweaty high-level gameplay, and I can't offer that with that game. I'm pretty bad at it.
Must we always resort to violence? Insufficient output. Destroy. How shall we proceed? Destroy. Insufficient output. Chance of survival dropping. Hang in there. I got you. Blindfire. Another day. Threat detected ahead. Influence low.
Actually, kind of windy.
Item obtained. Threat neutralized. Insufficient output. I will fight.
You have good eyes.
She got a decent amount of money. Maybe I should make Raymond a weapon. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Let me look up how to get the board game unlocked, because I have not done that. I think other than that, I'm ready to continue the story. Just needed to grind up a little bit of money. But yeah, there's like one more chapter left, so if I do stream tonight, there is a chance I might finish the game. Kind of just want to get to the end game, to be honest. Alright. Let's go do that really quick. I've really been enjoying this game, though. It's nowhere near as bad as people say it is. I've liked this a lot more than Arise. The combat's a lot more fun, and the builds are more interesting too. Although, to be fair, that's kind of unfair to Arise, because
You've got talent. Now you can. I'm looking for. The main thing you must do to improve is.
it's kind of unfair to Arise, because Star Ocean always has insane builds that you can make. But yeah, this game is more up my alley.
To be of assistance.
I've really been having fun playing it. I'm kind of
I've seen it.
feel bad I haven't been streaming it, but I need to go buy supplies as well.
Thank you kindly.
There's some quests.
Glad to be of assistance. Glad to be of assistance. Glad to be of assistance.
Go ahead, max everything out before I start making stuff.
Hey, I appreciate
Well, that was
Let me see what I got here.
Improvements in general awareness confirmed. Updating system. General awareness confirmed.
I need to get more of those papers as well. Alright, let's just go do everything at once. I don't know how much I would really want to reset right now. I kind of want to, like, actually finish the game today. If I can. I don't think there's really any missables in this, which is pretty uncharacteristic for Star Ocean. Generally, these games have tons of missables, but I think you can kind of just play this. I definitely will play this again, though. I'm definitely going to cheat all my shit back, because they don't put New Game Plus in the game for some reason. Which I think does this game's combat a disservice. You gotta do all that grinding again. But I've got Cheat Engine, so I'm just gonna do that. But I'm not doing that until I actually finish the game. I haven't messed with the game at all. Playing as intended.
Well, that was indeed fruitful.
I go ahead and save. This is everyone's favorite part of Star Ocean is save scumming. Every Star Ocean, you gotta save scum. You gotta accept that it's stupid to not save scum. You'd be an idiot to not save scum. No, there's no New Game Plus in this. The only Star Ocean that has New Game Plus is the one that just came out this month, which was a remake of 2. That is the only Star Ocean to ever have a New Game Plus. It's one of the biggest complaints. One of the reasons why these games kind of suck for replay value compared to Tales, which is like the main competitor. Tales is the main competitor to Star Ocean, but even the worst Tales games have better replay value because there's a New Game Plus. But yeah, you gotta do a lot of this save scumming, and it makes it not really fun to play these games again. Because you gotta do this every single time. You can't carry over anything. I'm thinking the thing to do, maybe you can just give yourself like the key items or something and spend less time doing this. Or just give yourself infinite money. I haven't really looked into it because I don't like to cheat on games unless I've already beaten them, but the one that just came out has a better interface for this anyway, because you can do like 10 of them at once. Which still sucks. You're still spending hours doing this instead of like actually playing the game, but you get into it quicker. I don't know how you're supposed to get a book from this. It doesn't do it. I wish you could do this faster. I wish this game had mods. Just New Game Plus and do like 10 of these at once instead of one at a time. It takes like 6 seconds between attempts. Oh, there we go. Alright, cool. So I need to save that before I start doing the alchemy.
some. Not bad. This thing. Not bad. Got some. Not bad.
Yeah, I need to get him. I need to get him a weapon. And I probably won't need to change the weapon for like the rest of the game. Until the end game anyway. I won't like have to touch any of those systems. It's the biggest pain is getting a meteorite. I need one more meteorite. I'll have to farm some money after it gives me one, but I'm getting bad luck already. Come on, man, you can do it. You can do it, bozo. Come on. This luck is just awful. Terra bad. I don't want that. I need the moonstone. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, buddy. I want to do like at least 5 moonstones because it takes a long time to get back into the game. It doesn't load as quick as 2 Remake, obviously. But yeah, that game's item creation interface system is like way better than this game. It just takes too long to do one attempt. I don't even really mind having to spend the materials every time. If I could just do 10 of them at once, I could spend more time actually playing.
A most satisfactory creation. This chemical is done. This chemical. A most satisfactory creation. What? A most. This chemical.
A moat.
Is done. This chemical. A most satisfactory creation. 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 This chemical. Tis done. What? A most satisfactory creation. What? A most satisfactory creation.
Got 5 of them now, so let me go ahead and save. I don't know how long this is gonna take. Might take some time, get comfy. This shit just takes way too long, man. They need to speed up this menu. The menus in this game are like strangely laggy. It's insane how laggy they are. The thing I can't stand in JRPGs is when the menu is laggy. Even though the game's not turn-based, it still really sucks. What's up, Abby? Hello. Come on, make a meteorite, dude. Come on, man. Don't blue ball me here. This is probably gonna take a while. Yeah, 5 base materials is 10 attempts per reload. Come on, you dingus, do it! He doesn't want to make the higher material. Bunk. This is gonna take a while. But it'll be like the last time I need to do this, so... Probably plow through the rest of the game with minimal effort, because I kind of just want to get to the end game. Come on, man. Just make the meteorite, please. No, that's the worst possible thing you can make. That's trash 2. Trash 3. He needs to get booted from the party. He needs to get cancelled.
Tis done. This chemical.
You're breaking my balls here, man.
A
Come
most
on.
satisfactory creation.
Come
This
on.
chemical. A most.
Dude, you're maxed out alchemy. Like, why is it so hard for him to make one? I thought this game had some kind of system where, like, if you've already gone up to the next tier... Oh, never mind. Never mind, he did it. See, sometimes complaining helps, folks. There you go. Alright. So now I need to go farm some money. It definitely doesn't take as long. I think the game does have some kind of weird system where, like, once you go up one tier... once you go up one tier... it, like, increases the chances.
Got some. Not bad. Got some. Not bad. Got some. Not bad.
Alright, let's go farm some money. See if I got any trash in here. Vendor trash. Oh yeah, this is Star Ocean 6, sorry. I'm not ignoring you. I had to focus on this stuff because if I mess it up, it might take like 10 minutes to get another one. But yeah, this is Star Ocean 6. Don't really have anything in here I can sell, do I? Okay, let's go grind a little bit,
Well, that was indeed fruitful.
and then we'll just continue the story. Yeah, that's why people can't stand that this game doesn't have New Game Plus, because the item creation takes so long in every Star Ocean.
This will sting.
It'd be stupid to not save scum it. They really want you to do that grind every single time you play, instead of like at least letting you carry over something. But I've got cheat engines, so after I beat all the post-game content, I'm just gonna try to get most of my stuff back. I looked into the cheat engine table. It should be... it'll probably take like an hour to set it up, but I'll definitely do that for sure. Just give myself decent stuff. Probably a bunch of money. Shouldn't have to do that though. Should be like basic functionality for a game like this to have NG+. Actually, let me see. Where's Albert? Yeah, let's max that out.
There's a mastery long in the making.
And thus my training is complete.
Threat detected ahead. Vision impaired. Unable to perform blindside. Destroyed. Threat neutralized. Warning. Energy levels low.
What's up, Dan? How are you? I haven't talked to you in a while. It runs fine for me, but it definitely did not at launch. It was, stuttering more than a parrot. The stuttering was really bad. They also got rid of Denuvo as well, so I think that helped. But they did do a patch, like, I think it was last December. It was like the last update for this game, and it fixed the stuttering. And then I have reshade on, because this game is, like, really blurry for some reason. It's, like, super blurry. So I have a reshade preset that I found on the Steam forums that fixes the blurriness. So the stuttering is gone, and the N64 blurriness is gone, too. So that's kind of why I'm playing this right now. But also just because I just finished the 2 remake. I just finished that game.
So exquisite.
But I don't like the combat.
Remain cautious.
Well, I mean, compiling shaders is a good thing. That's a good thing. Yeah. But yeah, if you don't have a good processor, it takes like half an hour to start this game. Which is why it deserves the bad reviews. Because, you know, you have a 2-hour grace period, right? You have a 2-hour grace period before you can't refund the game. And like, more than 20-30 minutes of it was waiting for it to compile shaders. Which is weird, because they have an option in the game to compile them, so... I don't know why it's gotta have both. Get up there, you doofus! There's gotta be something good up there. Yeah, I enjoyed Star Ocean 2 Remake, but the combat's just so button mashy and one-dimensional. It didn't hold my interest as long as I thought it would. And the new mechanics they added, like the counter, are like really broken, so I wasn't really feeling it that much. I gotta go back and do the New Game Plus and the final boss with the limiter unlocked, but I can play that game on Steam Deck, so I don't really feel like playing it at home. I think this game runs like buns on Steam Deck from what I've heard, so... But I don't have a lot of space on my Steam Deck right now. I got a SSD ordered for it, and somebody here that will install it, but it's not going to be here for a few days. So I'll be doing more Steam Deck testing once I get that. But right now, I kind of just don't want to... I don't want to put anything new on it. So I'm going to have to take off all my saves, you know, because I play a lot of emulators and non-Steam games. I got to take all that stuff off and put it back on. And kind of... I don't want to fight with it anymore. But yeah, I got a 1 terabyte M2 for it. That should help quite a bit. The 64 gig Steam Deck is kind of a trap, honestly. It's like a tourist trap.
Unable to perform blindside.
But they don't tell you is the compat data and the shader caches are installed on the onboard memory by default. So unless you want to go into apps and change it constantly, you do need at least 512, I'd say. 64 is not enough.
More than you deserve.
Yeah, I've kind of been working on my backlog, Dan, because I don't have a lot of money right now. I mean, when do I ever have a lot of money, but especially lately. Some circumstances I don't really want to talk about. Nothing bad. It's just stuff that makes it so I have to eat out more than I want to. Didn't really have a lot of money for games. I've got Lost Judgment with mods as well, because I kind of don't want to do another JRPG after this. I'm already doing 2 of them in a row. I'm going to have to mix up the genres a little bit. But yeah, Lost Judgment with mods. I got like an instant style switching mod and a moveset mod. I was messing around with that a little bit, but kind of want to just play this at the moment. Yeah, the Switch version of Gungrave is like a lot more fun, actually. The only reason I'm not playing it right now is because the cheats that make it run better on the emulator aren't working right now. That kind of makes things difficult.
Neutralized.
Yeah, I really like the Switch version a lot better. I do like that game, though.
Warning. Energy levels low.
They were pretty much going for a lost
Insufficient output.
PS2 vibe in that game.
Warning.
Which I like.
Neutralized.
PS2 games didn't have 80 hours of cutscenes and shit gameplay. It's more up my alley. Yeah, I beat the Switch version. I beat it a couple weeks ago.
Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low.
No, there's bunnies in this one. I haven't found them all yet. I need like... How much more money? I need like 80k more. 80k more, and then I can make him his weapon, and then we're gonna continue the story. Yeah, this game really deserved its... It really deserved the bad reviews. I think the game itself was fun, but the technical aspect of it was terrible. Like, on my old processor, I had an i7 9700K. It took, like, how long for it to compile shaders? It took, like, 45 minutes. It was an insane amount of time it took.
How exquisite.
But luckily, I liked the game, so I didn't want to refund, but a lot of people got kind of blindsided by... They got blindsided by the shader compilation giving you, like, no time to try the game and get it to work, and then it was stuttering like crazy even after you compile the shaders, so it was like, you know, what the hell kind of product is this? you do the good thing, you do the chaotic good thing of making it so the shaders are compiled on boot, which means it's not supposed to stagger, not stagger, but stutter, ever. But then it still did.
Destroyed.
And you were looking at maybe 60 to 90 minutes of time to actually play the game, to see if you liked it and tweak the settings for your computer. So, I think the bad reviews are more than warranted. I really like the game itself, but yeah, I can't fault anyone. That's pretty unacceptable, I would argue. They were not selling a functional product. People have a right to not be happy when that happens.
Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output.
This will sting.
Hostile gathering strength. Warning. Positional tactics ineffective. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient positional tactics ineffective. Positional tactics ineffective.
What's wrong with that Lords of the Fallen game? Just looks like Wish.com Dark Souls, but I'm not an expert on those games, so
Energy levels low.
I only know what other people say. What's wrong with Lords of the Fallen? Are they doing an excessive amount of patching or something? Like nerfing everything? Are they pulling a Mortal Kombat?
How exquisite.
I generally don't like when they balance video games around, like, watching speedruns and stuff. It's like, you know, that's such a small percentage of the people that play, right? Most of the people that find that stuff, you know, most people don't do it, or they don't know it, or they don't want to do it. I don't know why a single-player game needs to be balanced that aggressively. If anything, they should, you know, make it more fair, instead of... Yeah, that's a pretty common problem. They see, like, high-level gameplay channels like mine, and are like, oh, we need to stop people from doing that. I'm like, you know, I don't represent the entire populace that plays the game, right? It's such a common problem these days, is this. Somebody found a way to one-shot this boss, so we're just gonna remove it instead of letting it be, like, a fun thing to discover or something to fall back on if, you know, the game frustrates you or something. Like, no, we're just gonna take it out. Even though most people aren't even gonna know stuff like that exists.
Exquisite.
Vision
Have they been nerfing the speedrun tech too? Are they, those kind of developers? they nerf the speedrun tech. Like normal people are never going to do or even know exists. I'm pretty sure they are. I follow somebody on Twitch that speedruns that game, and I don't really watch him that often, but his titles have been like, they made the game worse again.
excellent find. Excellent find.
Oh, Radiant Silvergun. Yeah, I don't have the cash for that right now. Look into that.
Chance of survival dropping.
I was kind of waiting for your review of the Radiant Silvergun port before I bought it. That's one of the high-tier shmups I've, like, barely played, but I don't want to buy a shit port either way. It's not like it's hard to emulate. I like the Escaluda 2 port for Switch. That was a very good port. I have a Kai Katana as well. I don't have that one on PC yet, though. Is it's like never on sale.
Yourselves for battle.
I got the Switch version on my computer. I ripped my copy.
No friends detected.
I need like 30,000 more.
Get ready to fight, everyone.
Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. On fire. Neutralized. Destroyed.
Get for messing up the side.
An excellent find.
You guys hear they're doing a announcement of an announcement for Suicide Squad? They're finally going to start talking about that game. It's due out in like 2.5 months. They did that delay because they're shocked no one liked the reveal trailer. I totally think that game is dead on arrival. I think they know it's gonna fail, but they have to release what they have. It really seems like that kind of situation. Like they know it's gonna fail. They know people are getting really apathetic towards service games just because so many have died lately.
Energy levels low.
The only ones you can really play with any kind of financial and like time security is pretty much stuff that's already established and well successful, like PGR, the game I play at the beginning of the streams usually, or like Genshin or Honkai or something. Everything else is a crapshoot. And people are finally starting to wake up, and the suits of the companies are just like surprised Pikachu. It's like, well, there's been so many games that have shut down in like a year or less of uptime, so people aren't really super enthused for service games anymore. And the ones not made in Asia and Japan have like even less chance of survival, so that's not helping things either. The game just looks like it's gonna be the next Avengers.
Initiate emergency vision.
Probably be like...
Insufficient.
They'll probably have decent gameplay, but they won't be able to keep up like a cadence of updates. So it'll be like
Levels destroyed.
really long time to go with like nothing to do. And they'll just like keep drip feeding with costumes and stuff and season or battle passes, but have like you burn through the content like a normal person playing for like a couple hours a day tops. Finish the game,
Neutralized.
have like nothing to do.
Destroyed.
I had fun with Avengers. Avengers was definitely a guilty pleasure, but it was a terrible service game.
Usefulness low.
I had no idea how to keep that game running. And did an embarrassing job making that game like actually function as a service game.
I got a good feel. Great job, me. Need to finesse. Great job, me.
Oh wow, there you go. Bada bing, bada boom, that was easy. Put the factors on it later. Well, I don't know, do I want to keep that? It doesn't have any factors on it. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll save on an extra slot. I'll try again. I got that extra one there if I need it.
Detected ahead.
Keep in mind, it took them like a year to put a single raid into Avengers. And when it came out, it was so unstable, the game would disconnect you or you would soft lock.
Great job,
And it
me.
happened constantly.
Got
It happens so
me.
often. Like, dude, if it takes you a year to make one piece of endgame content, and basically the game is basically conspiring against you to make you not want to play it, then I think you've screwed up. Like, why is it a service game if you can't even add, like, one piece of endgame content that actually works?
Need to finesse him. Great job, me.
Because there's definitely better stuff you can play than that. There's like way better games you can play than that.
Great job, me.
That actually have functional endgame content. You're not fighting against the netcode and the stability of the game. That game is just an anomaly.
Protocols.
Goes to show you that you have a big property, a big franchise license for your game.
Need to finesse it more.
It doesn't mean that it's going to succeed.
Great job, me.
It does not mean that
Need
at
to
all.
finesse it more. Great
It means
job,
you've got a
me.
higher chance. It doesn't mean that it's guaranteed. I think that was a hard lesson for them. Like, yeah, why do you have people that have only made single-player games making a service game? It just doesn't make sense.
I got a good feeling. Great job, me. Need to. Great job, me.
Yeah, that game had Team Ninja snipers. That game also, like, brought my computer to its knees as well. I'm surprised I played it as long as I did. I definitely had some fun with it, though. If there was some insane modder that, like, fixed that game, I probably would play it again. If there was, like, mods for it.
Great job.
It's one of those games that had a more than adequate foundation, but everything else about it was just so bad, it was kind of hard to warrant keep playing it. I was laughing at videos of the raid because I had long uninstalled the game by the time that they started doing the raids. I was just laughing at how bad it was. The raid was just people.
Great job, me.
It took like an hour. It took like an hour to get through the raid, or I think it might have even been longer than that. But then, like, the puzzles stopped working. The last boss would soft lock. People were falling out of bounds. I'm like, is this real? They were like, we don't want to release the raid until it's in a good state. I'm like, well, what was it like before you released it? Because it looks barely functional.
Finesse him. Great job, me.
I would be terrified to see what the raid was
Great
like.
job, me.
I'd be terrified to see what the raid was like before they released it. It was already like a test of patience. You had to find people to play it, and then apparently it also required like mic chat as well, which is generally a no-no for that kind of game. You don't want to have to deal with people.
I got a good feeling. Great job, me. I got a good. Great job, me.
I'll take this one. I'll take this one. This one's good enough. Alright. Alright, we'll continue now. Alright, everybody's all decked out now. Now the 3 main fighters are decked out. I like how, with service games, there's always a pattern, right? If somebody finds a way to circumvent the content, or get through it faster, they will nerf it instantly in a hotfix. Like, by the time you find out about it, unless you're, like, fully involved in the community, it's already gone. But then, like, something like, you know, we need more storage, or the game needs to be less laggy, or, like, this needs a quality of life change. It takes them months to do that. But if people find a way to have fun, they get rid of it quickly. Snap of a finger, it's gone. Every service game is subject to that. I've seen it happen countless times. Avengers as well. That happened on Avengers. There was like that one point. There was that, like, Arizona forest or whatever that was on fire. You could farm a bunch of legendary items from there. And they fixed it in like a day. But then, like, the quality of life stuff took months for some reason. Like, I know where your priorities are. Your priorities is making sure that people don't have fun. You want people to play as long as possible. That's pretty much what it is. They're not vague about it at all. It's like people are finding a way to play the game less and not get screwed by RNG. So we're gonna take that out instantly. Quality of life changes, sorry. Maybe next year. That's the same thing that happened with Diablo 4. It's such a big ordeal for them to add, like, more storage. Adding more storage is like this huge ordeal, but then, like, if somebody finds something that's broken, they'll fix it, like, the next day. It's immediately fixed. The moment that somebody does it on stream, they've got their ninjas ready to nerf it out of oblivion. But
An excellent find.
we can't. Sorry, we can't do stash tabs. We can't do more stash. We can't have more inventory. That's too hard. Sorry, you have to wait on that one.
So Baldur fled. I find it hard to believe.
But the reality is my father has abandoned the capital, and the powers of the throne has been transferred to me.
Then...
Neither I nor the citizens of the Empire ever wished for this war. If your kingdom were to offer peace, we would be most receptive.
Prince Gerard, after your good mother was sent to be wed, the kingdom and the Empire enjoyed amicable relations. I ask you now, Emperor Gerard, new sovereign of the Vale Empire, can there be peace between us again?
That is all I could ever ask.
Much quicker than expected. The unidentified vessel is apparently no less than 3 hours away from Aster4's orbit.
And the Aldous?
They are 16 hours out.
Unfortunately, the unidentified vessel also possesses speed on par with the Astoria. Depending on what they want, it may be dangerous to take our time here.
Was hoping we
So what exactly is wrong with Destiny 2? Can you explain that as a player? Why are people hating that game now? I don't quite understand. because I don't play
Even
it.
if we apprehend her and take her
I've
with
just
us,
heard
our own violations of
I've heard a lot of
military law,
reports of people
we
being
lack the
very
process of a
unhappy with
proper investigation.
Destiny 2, and
The
I
Akizuki's
just don't know
purpose is
why.
to rescue
Like,
the crew of the Aegis.
seemed like people liked the game
I'd
until
prefer
recently.
to postpone the arrest of any Virian deserters until we're properly prepared. Leticia, can you keep an eye on Lola in the meantime?
Yes. There are a great many things we wish to ask her as well.
Great, thank you. On behalf of the Federation, I sincerely apologize for this inconvenience.
Oh, nice gesture. If only I could stick around a little longer, I could gather some intel from her. And take it back to Vergold as a nice souvenir. Sorry for rushing off like this.
If you cannot take me with you, then perhaps I can ask that you not leave.
It'd be hard to refuse if you did.
Forgive me. I did not intend to impose upon you, and yet... Must you leave so abruptly? We have yet to even thank you.
You saved my life. Took me in and helped me to survive on this world. Rescued my friends as well. It wouldn't be fair of me to ask you for anything else.
You have made the princess cry.
A man who brings a woman to tears is a vile man indeed.
So you're leaving?
Yes. Remaining on this world any longer will do nothing more than cause harm.
I am hoping this is not farewell forever.
No, we Vergoldians aren't bound by Federation laws. If I start missing you guys, I can come whenever I want. And if you call...
I like how they're not really doing the whole UP3 thing in this game until, like,
There's no way we're getting it away from
the last
Leticia now.
25%.
And since
Kind of
it
gets
is
old
Aegis'
after a
cargo,
while.
We'll have to come back to get it.
You're always on some backwater planet, and
that
it's like a
is
big
true.
deal to, like, shoot a gun.
Do not think of
I think the
staying
way
away
that they
too
do it in
long.
this game is pretty
It is
interesting,
likely
because,
you
like,
might get some paid.
the bad guys
Indeed.
actually get a
I
hold of
formally
the
command you
futuristic
to
tech,
visit us again.
which
dare
I think
say
is a
your
nice
name shall
angle for
never be
it. They
forgotten
definitely
in the
changed it
kingdom
quite a
of
bit.
Osiris.
I think having him not bound by the Federation is actually a pretty cool
Mariel to Akizuki.
change, a
Requesting
very
transport.
formulaic
May
plot
I-
they usually use.
No better hands for this nation
Yeah,
to
the
be
story's
in
not
than yours.
too great.
Farewell, Ray.
Goodbye, Leticia.
He's totally gone. He's never going to be playable again, folks, alright?
Highness?
Nina, lift your head.
I feel like stuff like this
Ray
doesn't
said
have any
that
impact
He would see us again.
when it's a JRPG that's
He
action
does not
combat.
lie. No, he would not
They're not
say
going to
much
take
if
away
he
two
did not
movesets for
mean it.
more than like an hour, right?
That is why we need to make this land a more peaceful
This kind of
place
thing, the
in
solemn
time for the
farewell,
next visit,
just does not work
right?
in a game like this. It doesn't work.
It is as you say.
Because you know that they have to come back.
Everyone, let us
They're not
find
going to
that
take
which
away
makes our
two
future
movesets
uncertain.
permanently.
If you
These
refer,
games
of
just
course,
don't
to
work
Valanche,
like that.
Gaston, and the
But
Emperor
like, I've
again.
played so many action RPGs
Yes.
where they try stuff like
If
this,
they
and
are not
it just
found,
has no impact
the
if you play
Empire
more
could
than
be
like
led
2 of
astray
them.
yet again.
You can't just take the movesets away. At best, there has to be somebody that actually replaces them wholeheartedly, completely. Like, they're just a clone moveset. I really don't get why they keep trying stuff like that. You just know by the limitations of this being a video game that it can't have any impact. They tried that in Tales of Zestiria, where like a character dies, and then they're like, wait, we can't just have an entire moveset be gone, right? We have to bring it back. So their idea to fix that was just giving you another character with the same moveset, and it felt really dumb. It's like, yeah, in a turn-based RPG, or like a movie, or, you know, like a first-person shooter or something, I guess you can probably do stuff like that, but in games like this, or Tales, it's stupid to even try. I just lost 3 party members. You know they're gonna come back. They have to. They can't just take away half of your party randomly. Oh, the plot twist in 3. The plot twist in 3 has been not even acknowledged. Apparently the mobile game acknowledged it, but the mobile game isn't up anymore, so I don't know how much that even matters. Yeah. It depends on your perspective, really. Okay, where am I supposed to go? It takes so long to load. It's really annoying. You don't go the right way. What does it want? Okay, where am I supposed to go? Damn load screens. Okay, I don't know where it wants me to go. It's like not telling me where to go. It keeps telling me to go in here, but there's nothing. Am I supposed to go down there?
The dungeon is where they
Ah,
kept
here.
Chloe, right?
The marker's a little bit
You
confusing.
should come upon it heading west from here. Let us go.
Come on, can you just want to go somewhere normal? What the fuck does it want? Want me to go down here or what?
It appears our situation.
No, they haven't made anything past Star Ocean 3.
Indeed.
They haven't made anything past
However,
that, and they
Luna,
probably never will.
I have not come here to execute you.
You're here to ask about Colonel
The
Valerian
timeline in these games
and the
surpasses like hundreds of... encompasses like
no good will
hundreds
come
of
leaving
years,
them
so...
unaccounted for.
I think they'll just
assume
keep
you
adding
have a
stuff in
thought
between,
as to
so it's...
where they may have fled?
It's basically going to be like DMC2.
Silence will
DMC2
not
is
help you.
supposedly really far in the future,
We pledged our loyalty to the Emperor.
but they know that no
If
one
you wish for me to
really
break
likes that
oath,
game,
I ask only that you
so
offer me a
they just
personal
kind of don't
incentive.
reference it.
See, that's what I find most odd. With
Even
your
though it
ability,
doesn't line up,
you all could have
because he
assumed
goes into
control
hell
of the Empire.
at the end of that
Why
game,
swear
right?
loyalty to
But
an
then it's like a big deal that he's
underdeveloped
going into hell again in 5.
Because
And they make a big deal about how he can't
the
get out.
Emperor may just become the
But he
savior
already
of
did
our
that
own
in 2.
world.
They're just kind of
Back at
like
the Imperial
ignoring
capital,
what happened in
you
2
asked
because
why we had such an
it's the
interest
black
in
sheep
Duma.
of the series,
We
even
did.
more than the reboot.
Colonel Valange and Gaston
The reboot is a
have
much
been
better game than
assimilated once
DMC2.
already.
Anyone who says it isn't is delusional.
Our home, the planet of Vir,
Yeah, they just kind of
is
gloss over the
subtly-
events of 2.
yet irreversibly infiltrated by Scorpium. Duma was one of their advanced scouts.
Duma is...
You all seem to be making use of its abilities conveniently.
That convenience is how Duma and the Scorpium find acceptance. Before we knew it, Olivir was.
Street Fighter's timeline makes no
have
sense.
only just begun to
It makes
learn
no
about
sense
the
at
greater
all.
galaxy.
Because
There
they have
is
the problem
much
of
I
like
wish to
every
ask about the
old
Veer,
franchise.
Scorpium,
They
and
have to
you,
make time pass,
Lola.
but then
What would that
they
gain?
have to add modern
I'm an
stuff
enemy
like
of the
smartphones
kingdom.
and the internet
I'd be better off executing you.
and all these other things.
Lola,
It's like
I have no
it's not
hope.
possible for the characters to be the age they are
Federation officer
and then
will
have access to
kill me with my
smartphones
mouth
because
shut.
like they would be like
Mariel would
in
never
their
do
70s
such
at this
a-
point.
Trust any member of the
But they've
Federation.
aged like
His
barely and
Majesty, the Colonel,
suddenly they're talking on
and
Twitter and
Gaston
stuff.
are gone too.
I don't know, it just doesn't make much
This is
sense.
where it ends for me.
But yeah, they did eventually go past Third Strike.
you give up quite easily,
What?
despite stating quite plainly
Street Fighter
that
story
we
is
had
paper
no
thin anyway.
intentions of
I don't think
executing
anyone
you.
really cares.
You have proven less resolute than imagined. Asirius will soon make peace with Emperor Gerard. We must know the truth of this war, so that neither we nor the Empire will ever allow it to happen again. Thus, you are an invaluable witness for all parties involved. If you will commit to helping build peace between our lands, we are willing to negotiate with you. Why, exactly, did you come to our world?
To save Veer.
You wish to save your home?
But to be honest, I just wanted to live a quiet life with the Colonel.
I believe.
Well, the
both
Star
I
Ocean
and
3
Emperor
twist,
Gerard
in
could
retrospect,
easily grant
could
such a
theoretically
wish.
mean that the things that happened in these
If
games
I cooperate,
were basically done by players.
guarantee my
So,
life.
like, a neckbeard
have
could
my
just, like,
word.
the
ruin
Colonel
a
and
planet.
Gaston too.
That's basically what they
depends on them.
imply.
But I will do what I can.
There's also
Don't
Welch,
send me over to that
who is
Federation
very
officer
obviously a
she
player,
deserves.
because
On
she
my
appears in
family's
multiple
name.
games, and she knows things that the characters in the game aren't supposed to know. She's in every game since 3. They don't outright say it, but it's obvious that she's a
Crashed to
player
the
from
east
the
of
other
Imperial
dimension.
capital.
That
I
basically
believe
just
that's
kind
where
of
the Colonel,
stays on the
Gaston,
down low.
and
She
His
doesn't
Majesty
like
are
directly impact anything that
speak of a
happens. She
celestial
does
ship?
help the player
Free me from this
characters,
place.
but
I have to go
she
to-
doesn't like change the development of a
No, I
planet
didn't
or
decide
kill
this ship
anybody or
without-
anything. She just kind of messes around. But
Like I said, the Tyrannus is east of the
that's one
Imperial
thing all the
capital.
Star Ocean games have had since
go.
3, because the first game that she was in was 3. And it's like, the first time it's not entirely obvious, but she keeps appearing more and more, and it's like, well, obviously she is, they call them 4D beings, which are basically just Earthlings. They're basically just Earthlings.
I've
They're
gotta
people
say,
playing a game that have, like,
I never thought I
much
would ever
higher
walk
technology
into
than we do.
Sirius freely. It's not far from here to the southern
But
fortress.
yeah, they never outright say it, but the
should
fact
expect
that
the enemy
she's
ready
in
numbers.
all the games
Best to first
and
ensure
like
all our preparations
hundreds of
are
years
ordered.
pass between these games,
Hey there.
it's obvious that she is, you know, somebody playing the game.
We are glad to be of assistance. We are glad to be of assistance.
Come again anytime.
That was a fine collection of wares.
But yeah, the thing about Star Ocean 3 is it actually was supposed to be the last game, so I think they wrote themselves into a corner because they expected it to be the last game when there wasn't going to be another one, but then Star Ocean 3 went on to be one of the most critically acclaimed and popular JRPGs of the PS2 era. So they had to make more, but then how do you continue from an ending past that? So what they've done, they took advantage of the fact that the games have like hundreds of years of time between them, and they just keep adding stuff in between it. But yeah, Welch is very, very obviously somebody from the fourth dimension playing.
This ship of yours, the Tyrannus, it lies eastward of our position.
It needn't be so long.
I will not forgive you for spreading Helgon's business.
Actually, Welch is in Star Ocean 2 as well, in the remake. Second Evolution, the PSP version. She's in that one as well, so she is in every Star Ocean game besides the first one. She's in all of them. And like hundreds of years are supposed to pass, so unless she had some kind of extended lifespan from her species or whatever, it's not possible. But like apparently the fourth dimension beings can like time passes for these guys normally, but the fourth dimension beings can like go through different parts of time or some shit like that.
Complex disposition.
It's best to not think about it too much. It doesn't make much sense.
Persuading someone to accept the new power requires considerable negotiating.
These games aren't really known for the plot anyway. It's not wise to play these for the plot. I think most JRPGs have better plots than this does.
So, what exactly
it's mostly the gameplay and the customization and stuff is, and the music. The story is kind of really second to that, in my opinion, anyway.
What? Don't be ridiculous.
Advice from one who has seen more days than you. Do not let your next opportunity slip away. Do so, and you may never know when one will most present itself.
I just told you there is nothing between us.
There's no need.
Precisely.
Lady Malkia, don't you think you're being too friendly with her?
How unfortunate it would be to glean no new information simply because I was too brusque with her. Do you not see?
I do, but still.
You are not required to forgive the terrors she brought to pass.
I mean, the end of Star Ocean 3 is basically
However, you may not forgive them,
the CEO of the company just decides that the people in the game are getting too sentient. So he tries to stop them, but they kill him, and then just...
Lombaire and Theo made the
They just, power of friendship and anime, just decide that they're going to be their own universe. Which makes zero sense. Makes no sense at all.
I look forward to seeing your skills at work then.
The more you think about it, the less it makes sense. Even for anime weeb storylines, that doesn't make any sense. How do you just will your universe into reality?
And we've barely been able to
I think that's why a lot of people don't like it.
Weaponry and internal functions. Though the ship isn't far.
Absolutely incredible. Raymond's pod pales in comparison.
So there are more of these massive objects flying amongst the stars.
The Tyrannus is actually on the smaller side. Come, let's go inside.
So this is what it's like inside.
Astounding.
Nearly all of its functions have ceased. Now, let's head to the bridge. The Colonel and the others may be there. What? What? Why are the security droids attacking me?
That just must mean they're here. That seems pretty obvious even to someone like me.
Attack! Leave them in ruin! Warning, threat detected ahead. In my
Insufficient output.
You live to fight another day. I suppose it would be safe to assume there will be similar obstacles ahead.
Probably. How long do you plan to cower? Get a hold of yourself.
Your eyes ahead. We're making no stop.
Energy levels low.
Overconfidence is the careless. Remember that.
I don't think they will ever make a game past 3. I think doing what they're doing was the whole DMC2 approach of like, we're just not going to address it ever. And just keep adding things before it. I think that's how they're gonna manage it. It sure seems that way. It's just like,
not the sort you're thinking of.
we don't have a way of actually continuing the story because it was never
But it'll be no easy feat
intended
get
to
there in
continue.
distance.
It was supposed to actually
We'll
end.
need to take the cargo transporter down below deck first, and make our way to the lift from there.
I don't really care about the story
Let
in
us
these
make
games
for
too
this
much, so
transporter of yours, then.
I'm not too worried about it.
Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Neutralized.
That's pretty much why Final Fantasy avoids that for a reason, so that they can keep making games. It's like the whole reason why they don't do exactly that. Same thing with Tales as well. A few times Tales has done a sequel, it's been a disaster. It's like really, really bad story. Tales was lucky to copy Star Ocean, not Star Ocean, but Final Fantasy early on. Just like these games are completely separate entities. You know, they have throwbacks to the previous games and nostalgia bombs and like
An excellent find.
references, but they don't inherently relate to each other at all, so you don't have to worry about continuity anywhere near as much. Because all there really is the continuity of the game, of that one game, and they can do whatever they want within those constraints instead of... Remember that thing that happened in 3 games ago? You know, that doesn't make any sense anymore. It's like, well, too bad. We've already written ourselves into a corner. It can't be addressed. Whereas with Final Fantasy, they've only done a couple sequels. That was what people didn't like about Chrono Cross. That's like the biggest reason why Chrono Cross gets hated on. Because it kind of shits on the events of the first game. The first game is more widely regarded and has aged better for one.
An excellent
so
find.
people didn't like that Chrono Cross pretty much shits on the entirety of Chrono Trigger. That's why most of these other JRPG series, they avoid stuff like that. They try their hardest to like not have there be like this really big encompassing timeline because they know how badly that can backfire.
Thought you could escape me?
The keycard for the transporter is missing. That can only mean the Colonel and Gaston are using it already.
And this device cannot be operated without a key of cards. What options have we now?
There's a spare in the living quarters, but that's up above us, so we still don't have a way to get to it.
Your Highness, this vessel is marked with holes. Surely one might lead us to the levels above.
Indeed. And with our lovely little Duma, we are sure to find a way. Our darling Duma should be able to see me through that opening. All you require is this keycard from the living quarters, yes?
You should find a console up there. Use the keycard on it, and we should get access to the transporter.
An excellent find.
Looks like the power for the turbo lift is out. We'll need to repair the control console before we can use it.
Does anything here actually work? And let me guess, we're gonna need another one of your keycards, right?
You catch on fast. We'll have to search the living quarters further up ahead for it.
Who remembers Tales of Symphonia 2 and how stupid the story was in that game?
An excellent find.
That game is a good example to not have a timeline in JRPGs. That game is a perfect example of why it's a bad idea. The whole plot of that game is that basically the protagonist from the first game does a heel turn. He does a heel turn, but it makes no logical sense for him to make a heel turn. So the whole game is basically just, okay, when are they going to reveal that he's not actually a bad guy? And you spend like 30 hours waiting for them to tell you he's not actually a bad guy. I'm like, yeah, that was...
The power for the turbo lift is out.
That was pretty obvious. That was already painfully obvious. He's not actually a bad guy. Because if he played the first game, it doesn't make sense for him to do stuff like that. So the game treats you like a toddler and makes you wait through like 80% of the playtime to find out. Like, yeah, that was already obvious he didn't do a heel turn. I think that game is always like a really good example of why these games should be mostly self-contained. Maybe have like some references, but not like a huge amount. Maybe throw in a couple bones for people that played the original games or have been playing for a while, but like don't make them actually related. Okay, I don't know what to do next. What control lift or whatever. Okay, it just wants me to go in here, but nothing happens. What does it want? I'm gonna have to look this up. I don't have that much more time to play. Stuck. What control lift? Map is completely unhelpful. I don't know what it wants. I'm just gonna look it up. Yeah, I don't have patience for this right now. Everything looks the same. I can't tell where to go. Just kind of liking not having any mazes in this game. No, they don't go in there either. What the fuck does it want? Ugh. Must be something up here I'm missing. Supposed to go up there or what? Oh, won't punch that either. That makes too much sense. Where the fuck does it want me to go? Oh, is it here? Ah, here we go. Yeah, I would have never found that without looking at the guide. Alright, that didn't take too long. Yeah, I've only got like 90 minutes to stream before I have to go take a break and feed the cats, so kind of don't want to be stuck.
An excellent find.
We're cooking.
Get ready to fight, everyone.
Warning. Energy levels low. Destroy. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy threat neutralized.
Not with my promise left unfulfilled.
An excellent find.
Is everyone prepared?
Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Response destroyed. Insufficient output.
An excellent find. excellent find. I suffer no pain.
Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Warning. Neutralized. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low.
An excellent find.
I wish the map would tell you which way you went. It's always so nice when games do that. I think I figured it out though. Can you go down, please? Go down. Thank you. This must be where I need to go. Yeah.
There's nothing to fear.
Do not let up. Threat neutralized. Destroy.
An
This should give
excellent
us access
find.
to the turbo lift control console. We should head back to it.
You're stuck for hours? Yeah. No harm in looking at a guide, in my opinion. Pay hard-earned money for these video games. Don't let any
Insufficient output.
neckbeards online tell you you're a wuss for looking at a guide. Just go look up a video. I mean, for me, I have a low frustration threshold due to my mental illnesses, so I definitely don't. I don't waste too much time on stuff like that anymore. I'm over that. Okay, I'll give it a couple tries. If I start feeling like my low frustration threshold is kicking in, I just look up the solution. You don't play these games to run around in mazes. You play them to watch the story and fight, as far as I'm concerned. So anything that prevents you from doing that, you don't want to interact with it, then don't. That's my take. I know some people my age probably would not agree with me, but you know, the games are supposed to be fun. If you get a part that's not fun, definitely look into ways to, you know, get back to having fun. That's all that really needs to be said. Alright, well, it's not letting me in. Let me see here. Where do I go now? I don't know where to go now. Just show me where to go. This fucking maze. It's driving me nuts. Where do I go? Just give me a big pointer exactly where I need to go. Because I don't play these to get lost. It's telling me to go here, but nothing's happening. What the fuck does it want now? Ugh. Why do they wait until you're like 15 hours in to give you this shitty maze? I have no idea where it wants me to go. Just make this simple. Enemies don't even respawn. There's nothing to do. Where the fuck do I go? Just tell me. Everything looks the same. At least give me a landmark or something. God damn it. I'm so tired of this already. I'm tired of this dungeon. It's boring. I don't remember where the turbo lift is. Everything looks the fucking same. At least make it look a little bit different if you want me to run around in it over and over. Instead of making something interesting to go through.
Is everyone prepared?
I can't even tell if these guys respawn or not. I'm totally confused. I don't know where it wants me to go. Why the fuck does it tell me to go there and then nothing happens? I don't want to look at a video. There's too many fucking clickbait douchebags that talk forever and don't get to the point. Which keycard do I have? I'm totally confused. Fuck this stupid dungeon. Where is that, though? Fucking tell me! We're just not gonna tell you where it is. God damn it, they came back! Rather they not respawn so I can retrace my steps.
It's them.
I don't know if it wants me to go down there or what. No, I don't even want to fight anymore. I want to be done with this shit dungeon.
We should not engage in fruitless battles.
No, I won't fucking go in there either. Where the fuck do I go? Does anyone know how to do this? Just tell me. They made like 2 textures and they just repeat them for an hour. There hasn't been anything going on for ages. I have no idea where to go. It doesn't tell you. Is there like a switch I'm supposed to activate or what? The fucking enemies respawn, so I can't tell where I've been. No, that just takes me all the fucking way out. Maybe it's this way. This dungeon sucks. No, I don't even want to fight anymore. You know a dungeon's bad when you don't want to fight anything. This better not take me up to the next floor. Fucking A, this makes no goddamn sense. Where the fuck does it want me to go?
I suffer no fools.
No, just don't even hurt them. That takes too long. This game's been smooth sailing up till this part, and now it's just garbage. I don't want to fucking solve a puzzle. I think I have to go back the other way. This is such shit. Why do the enemies have to come back so you can't even retrace your steps?
Now.
Please stop respawning.
Threat detected ahead. Must we always resort to violence? Let us flee before this escalates. I suffer no.
Come on! Why do they keep coming back? Everything looks the fucking same. I can't tell where to go. It keeps telling me to go here, but nothing happens. They don't go through the door.
We should not engage in fruitless battles.
Sucks balls. Okay, you're telling me to go here. Why the fuck doesn't it open? Just punch the door. I don't know what the fuck it wants. There's nowhere to go. It's gonna be hard to find a video or people won't actually fucking help. Yes, where the fuck do I go in this shit dungeon? This guy's quality is terrible. It's like unwatchable. How the fuck do I do this? Somebody just post the answer. Ah, such shit. Where the fuck do I go? Just go in the fucking door, clip through it. Fuck this shit. This is just here to pad out the time of the game, pretty much. Get stuck on this so they can say it's 30 hours. It's totally what this is. Instead of just having a JRPG with no fucking mazes. No one likes this stuff. It's fucking terrible in every game they do it in. It's the only video I can find, and this quality is terrible. This guy needs a better capture card.
Is everyone prepared?
Onward! Them.
Oh, damn it. Which way do I go?
The enemy draws near.
Is it here? This is what I was supposed to do the whole fucking time? Are you kidding me? Wow. No, you can't mark that on the map. That makes too much sense. I need to go touch the fucking Star Trek console. That's the only thing I missed. Wow. How fucking dumb is that? Seriously. I would have wandered around like another hour and probably uninstalled the game. Great. What a stupid puzzle.
There's two attempts.
That's why I noticed I was getting frustrated. Like, just look up the solution. These puzzles don't deserve any mercy. Totally just padding. Yeah, I can see why you got stuck here for hours. It's not really clear where you're supposed to go. I totally get it. It's weird because the game basically catfishes you. It tells you you need to go to that door, but you actually have to go touch that console and activate it. And there's no indication that you need to do that for some reason. So what ends up happening is you walk around aimlessly. You walk around aimlessly a really long time. Yeah, pretty bunk design. You can easily fix that by just telling you need to go back to that console. That would have fixed everything. Instead, the game pretty much... Wait a minute, did I screw this up again? I think I did. God damn it! Fucking A, man, I clicked the wrong thing. Can you just go back up there?
Here we
Thank
are.
you. It's like,
The bridge is
fuck.
up ahead.
I screwed it up again. I would have been like, yeah, that's enough for this game for today. That was really
seems safe
garbage
enough for
dungeon.
that. Where could they be, though?
Unbelievable. This must be where the ship is operated from. I wonder how...
Hey, don't just go around touching everything.
This much will be of little harm.
Midas, stop being a child.
I swear. All right. I'll start by checking for any life signs other than our own aboard the ship. The escort that Gaston mentioned may also be in a nearby sector. I knew it.
Is this another celestial ship? It looks really different from what we've seen so far.
It's a scorpion vessel. It may look like a ship. It is actually a single life form.
You're saying this thing is alive?
If it's come to pick up the Colonel and the others, does that mean they're aboard this ship?
Huh. Is it moving?
It's adopting an aggressive stance. It must be targeting something. There we are. It's after the ship, carrying Lieutenant Kenny and Raymond Lawrence.
So that is Ray and the others?
It seems to me they may be pinned down in hiding to avoid the Scorpion vessel's attention. One careless move can cause them to be perceived as a threat, and then destroyed.
No! Is there nothing we can do?
Just remember this.
Yes,
the
they're
next time
dead.
we negotiate.
They're dead forever, sorry. 3 characters gone, they're never coming back. When are they gonna stop doing stuff like this? Oh no, are the playable characters going to come back?
They're nearby. I should be.
Of course they are. They have to.
The Federation transport ship Akizuki. We should be able to.
It would be better to do this kind of thing with like an important NPC or something instead of somebody who's a playable character.
Ray!
Leticia!
It barely works in turn-based games as it is, but in stuff like this, it's just totally
Ray,
obvious.
I am so glad you are safe. You are facing off with a Scorpion ship, yes?
What's going on? Leticia, why are you with Lola?
We'll get to that later. Lola to the Akizuki. The Scorpion vessel is gaining altitude. It's begun to circle around while decreasing absolute speed.
Decreasing absolute speed? You mean it is adopting an aggressive posture?
We are still in the shadow of the planet, and cannot confirm this from our end. Strategic and schematic maps still display a predicted trajectory.
Lola, can you send your schematics over to us?
Already done.
Thanks. There they are. Damn it. Cutting comms for now.
I hope they are safe.
There's no way to tell. Everything now depends on their skills.
Yeah, the other protagonist is just going to die forever. He's never coming back.
Ray! What happened? It just exploded!
Wait, wasn't that the one Ray and the others were aboard?
No.
The one time they actually did kill off a whole moveset in a game like this was Tales of Zestiria. And then they just give you some other guy that has the same moveset because they realize they can't kill off a playable character in these games because of the gameplay consequences. It's like, why do they keep trying?
Hey, Leticia.
It kind of falls apart when you think about the fact that it's a video game.
Far be it from me to interrupt this joyous reunion, but I've pinpointed the Emperor's location. They're still inside the Tyrannus.
What? What do you mean, the Emperor?
There's a good chance that the Scorpion vessel that destroyed your ship just now is here to collect Colonel Valange and Gaston. And perhaps the Emperor.
And what is Boldor hoping to accomplish aboard this strange ship?
The Emperor knows of the Scorpion. Leaving them unaccounted for wouldn't be a good idea. Not for me, and not for Asarius.
Let us be off. There is no telling what they will do if we leave them unchecked.
Got it. I'm with you. If they know something about that Scorpion ship, I definitely want to hear it.
Okay, you will have to wait outside. The interior has been fortified by Colonel Valange and the others. Once we know it's safe, I'll have Raymond Lawrence contact you.
Huh? Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Understood. Ray, be careful.
Let's make our way. The Colonel and the others seem to be down on the lowest level.
Alright then. Gotta say though, seeing this ship crash right into the surface like this is kinda impressive.
Please don't make me go through this dungeon
Like
again.
This is gonna be its own maze of sorts. You sure we can get through here?
Please don't make me go through this again.
I was just in there.
I
anyway.
just went through here, man.
It
Are you fucking kidding me?
seem there are yet enemies afoot, however.
How much do they need to pad out the end of the game? I just did this. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Seriously? do this shit again? I just did it. God damn it, man. I don't want to do this again. I just did this 2 minutes ago. Fucking kidding me? Why?
What's that now? Oh, you mean like...
Why do I need to do this again? Do it in a fucking cutscene. You gotta be kidding me. Why? Can't make another dungeon instead of go through this shit again? I don't want to do this again. I so do not want to do this again. I just did it. To solve any more fucking maze puzzles, I'm gonna shut this goddamn game off. Gotta be fucking kidding me.
Let us flee before this escalates.
Please don't make me do this again. I just did it. Minutes ago. Can't it just be like normal and just the boss is just there? Kill the boss and move to the next area. Fucking kidding me, I'm so sick of this maze. And they won't go through there either. Fucking A, man. You gotta be kidding me. I just did this. I don't want to go through here again. Why can't you just put the boss at the end like everything else? There's a good reason why RPGs do that. Can I just teleport through here? Of course you can't. Of course not. Fucking pad the game out. Why the fuck do I need to do this again? I just fucking did it. All the enemies come back.
Follow me if you crave victory.
I'm so tired of this maze. Why are you gonna put me right back in it after I did it? It's fucking insanity.
Shall we proceed?
Why don't you just put the boss at the end like normal? They don't even give you a fast travel point. Why isn't there one? I already fucking did it. Stop with the padding.
Be its own maze of sorts. You sure we can get through?
No, we
here?
can't. You shouldn't have to fucking do it again.
It's just in there anyway, so I'll lead the way.
It would seem there are yet enemies afoot, however. Best proceed carefully.
At least open all the doors so I can just be done with this shit. They don't let you do that for some reason, because they need to make the game last another hour.
Somewhere in the area.
Instead of actually making it
What's
fun.
that now? Oh, you mean like an elevator?
Just a cargo transporter.
Can't believe they make you run through here again for no reason.
Let us flee before this escalates.
It doesn't work. These things should just take you right to where you need to go. Why don't they give you a fast travel point?
Is everyone prepared?
Fucking go through the same content recycled that you just did 10 minutes ago. Why? Such fucking garbage, man. I hate when games like this just have blatant padding that makes no sense. There's no reason for you to have to do this again, at all. No reason. Everything looks the fucking same.
We should not engage in
Not
fruitless
yield.
battles.
It's just like we ran out of money. Sorry. We need to do this again. And every way you want to go is fucking blocked off. Instead of having the decency to just leave all the doors open, you're just going through content you already cleared anyway. Same fucking thing. Recycle.
Would you like me to initiate?
Tired of this place. They don't post a walkthrough on how to get back either. It doesn't make any fucking sense. How the fuck do I get back? It's like they put a boss fight in, but they need to pad it out with this garbage. Instead of writing the story so that the first time you get through, there's a boss. And that's it. Make too much sense. Just make this last as long as possible. Dungeons like this, you just want to be over.
Let us flee before this escalates.
Come on, just go through the fucking door. Please just let me fast travel.
I prefer to end this here.
I'm lost at what it wants me to do. These teleporters don't go anywhere. I can't go there either. It won't let me.
Energy levels low. Insufficient
Am I supposed to go here or what? Fucking remember, my brain is just fried. Yeah, if you get stuck here for an hour, you can say the game is an hour longer. That's basically what this is. Real big balls
I'm aware
move to
it's
make you go
inconvenient,
through this again.
But we'll need to take this above first, before we can use the turbo lift.
Inconvenient. Yeah. yeah, you got it. You got
Let's
it.
use the turbo lift here. The Colonel and the rest should still be down on the lowest level.
Like when RPGs are self-aware. I've played so many games like that. There was this game called Ogre Tale. And like it was a straight beat 'em up, right? But then like when you get towards the end like this, there was a part where you had to do a color maze. And then like all the characters start talking about is, this maze level sucks. Why do they have it in the game? I'm like, you know what's not funny? It's not a good meta joke at all. Because you know the player is pissed off. So don't do it. I remember getting to that point, and I was so livid. I'm like, you're kidding me, right? You're making fun of your crap puzzle.
I wonder what they could be up to.
That doesn't make it okay.
Let them enter.
It's all because I forgot that damn teleporter in the corner. It's totally my fault, but still. What's the point of making you go through it twice?
Gaston. Emperor.
The only point is padding.
That's Valange and Gaston.
You totally could have fought this guy when you got up there the first time.
Remarkable. To think that a single being could destroy a ship that sails the ocean of stars.
I played a number of games
Talking
like
you
that.
saw it with
Like,
your own eyes. It's not
Serious
like you
Sam does that
commanded the
too.
attack.
He talks
You
about
may
how he
take it
hates
that way
jumping
if you
puzzles while you're
wish.
doing one. I'm like, alright, it's not funny.
Not attack those unrelated to the network.
It's basically
At the
just
request of those who have
hating
yet
the
to be
player
successfully
because you know they don't like it either.
What is this, Colonel? Why does the Emperor know so much of the Scorpion?
A simple reason.
Duma? Huh? That's a Duma too?
Right. This particular Duma was dispatched to the planet Vir. It came with us when we fled our homeworld.
This game is fun, yeah, this dungeon was not. This dungeon was not.
Gaston,
It's the
explain yourselves.
classic dungeon that makes you want to stop playing,
now,
but then
huh? Did those two whisper some sweet somethings into
you get
your ear?
the sunken cost fallacy, you're like 20, 30 hours in. Yeah, this dungeon was pretty bad. I'm lucky I looked up a guide before I got too frustrated, because the solution was not obvious. I had to touch a console in one of the random rooms, and the game doesn't even mark it at all, so if I hadn't looked up a video, I would have been stuck in there for another like 2 hours. Probably would have gotten an ulcer. But yeah, I'm getting better at that. When I get pissed off at stuff in games, I just look up the solution.
Was meant to serve as a glorious prelude to this.
You mean to say that you attacked Osirius and Nilbeth to subjugate the world? And force the population of the entire planet into integration with Scorpium?
Subjugate, force, what a lamentable misunderstanding. Integration is the path to transcendent evolution.
Yeah, I've been enjoying this game otherwise.
It will guide the citizens of the Empire and the kingdom.
It's definitely not as bad as people say it is, but
that is not
the launch state of the game was really bad.
Not a single soul in Nilbeth
The
would
performance,
wish for
the
such a
stuttering,
thing.
the balance, but they fixed all those
Regardless
things.
of whether they wish it or
they came
not,
back.
such a future is now their fate. Even as we speak, the Scorpion Sovereign is traversing this way to collect me.
Sovereign? So cybernetic life forms have leaders like kings and emperors too?
There is no leader rank corresponding with the term sovereign within Scorpion.
My special Duma, have you considered that your understanding of Scorpion may not be all there is to know?
Impossible.
And yet this is another aspect of Scorpion. Am I not correct, Valange, Gaston?
No! Lola, stay with us! What you speak of will never come to pass.
Then your journey ends here. We cannot have you interfering with the Emperor any further.
Amuse yourselves with them until the Sovereign arrives.
As you wish.
Move!
I think this game is better than Tales of Arise. It's got less budget, but the combat is better. Notice how I'm playing this over the Arise DLC. That should say it all.
Energy levels low. Insufficient output.
I will not be defeated! It would appear the time for games is at an end.
We are quite busy, as you can see. Be seeing you.
Hey! Don't they seem stronger than before?
So, this is the might that comes from integrating with Scorpion.
This is too much for one man to wield, Boldor. Why do you seek such power?
No, Arise has got a lot more problems
too
than
much
that.
Power for one man. Your
Even
words strike true.
ignoring the
For
gameplay,
I, and eventually all who
the
dwell
story
on
in that
this
game
world
is just a mess.
will transcend the limits of a
Let's
mortal
just try to
and
humanize
attain
literal
the power of the
slave
divine.
traders. So that's what the story of that game tries to do in like the last 2 hours.
Bulldor,
Like, dude, these people enslaved an entire race.
It is time.
You're gonna try to humanize them.
They're
They're
transferring.
basically like, oh, he's got a puppy at home. I'm like, dude, I don't
We
care.
shall meet again,
He enslaved an
my
entire
dear
race.
children.
Fuck him. There's no coming back from that. The game tries to make you care about them. Yeah, the whole end of that game, even if you like the gameplay, is just train wreck.
Ray, you okay? We're gonna be there within the hour.
Got it.
The whole trying to
Contact me again
humanize
once you arrive.
slave traders,
Everyone is currently
people who committed
planet-side.
genocide,
Copy that.
and then
I just got
hours and
confirmation
hours
that
of
the
cutscenes
unidentified
with
ship
like
you mentioned
2
broke
minutes of
orbit
gameplay.
and entered subspace warp. What the hell happened?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
But yeah, I'm hearing the DLC is
Understood.
not worth $30,
Anyway, just hang tight.
even if you like the game.
Antonio out.
So I'm just not bothering
Ray,
playing that.
will
I'd rather
you
play
not
this.
take me with you?
You want to go after Bulldor?
Not quite. I wish to go forth and protect this kingdom.
Yeah, it's kind of the thing about the
this entire
Arisers,
planet.
as they're called.
If
It's just
Bulldor
like,
means to
there's nothing
integrate
wrong with liking the
everyone on this
gameplay.
world,
I might
then
not like it because
cannot
I've been
sit
playing
idly
the series
by
for so long,
as
but
someone who
you know, if you
claims
like the
this
gameplay,
place
more
as
power
their
to you.
home.
But narrative-wise, the game still falls
Let's
apart
head
at the
back
end.
to the Royal City
Narrative
for
and
now.
pacing-wise, it's just a mess.
Ray.
It completely falls apart at the
Look,
end. You can tell
I
that
hear ya. It's great that my brother's coming.
they
but
ran
if
out
I
of
took
time
you
and
guys
money,
along with
and
me
COVID
now,
hit
everyone
them really
back at
hard.
the castle would
So
think I kidnapped you.
it was a
And
struggle
a
to
certain
finish the game.
someone
It's
is likely to make a
very,
fuss.
very obvious.
And just who are you referring to?
At
I don't
any
know.
rate,
I've seen a lot of
better to
people
sort
really
things out
turning on the
properly
DLC,
before we
thinking
leave.
it's a rip-off. I'm like, yeah, you can get
I understand.
Symphonia,
Are you
Berseria, and
Yeah, we're fine, Chloe.
Vesperia for the
But,
price of that DLC
well,
and get like
I
way
don't really
more
know where to
content.
start. For now, let's meet up outside the Tyrannus.
It's a little much. The end of Arise is kind of like Xenogears.
You got a visual on us, Ant? Great. Transfer us up in about 3 minutes from now.
Xenogears was like that. Just like they ran out of money, so there's just like
This is...
the cutscene to gameplay
I
ratio
understand
gets
how
really
determined you all are.
unbalanced.
But from our side,
you spend more
we
time
really wanna
watching than
maintain
playing.
good relations between His
Kind of forget
Majesty
you're playing a
and
video
Dr.
game
Marcus.
instead of watching a movie.
I understand. I will go and request their approval.
Yeah. And when you're ready, all you need to do is press that button. Gather everyone who wants to go out into space. Choose some place discreet.
Understood.
I'll be waiting.
Got it.
He better not leave us behind after saying all that.
Don't worry, Uncle Midas. He left that thing with Leticia after all.
Yes. So for the time being, let us return to the Royal City. We must inform the others of Buldor's doings.
I think the DLC is just a cash
We
grab.
must report to my father in the castle.
It's just a cash
We
grab.
should make our way towards the castle.
Bamco's
Easy
been
enough to see from anywhere
really
around
bad
here.
with DLC lately. Like Code
From
Vein,
up in the sky.
I heard, had like pretty crappy DLC. Like for the price they were charging for it, it's like nowhere near worth that amount of money considering how much little content you get. And then Scarlet Nexus, same thing. Scarlet Nexus DLC feels like it should have been like a free update. It's not worth the time and money it took. And then Arise is kind of the same thing. It's basically, this isn't worth $30. I guess if you want more of the characters, but you could get that in like an anime, right? You just watch. They could just make like a little anime side story or something. I think people would be more more inclined to like that than kind of just more like half-baked DLC.
Thank you very much. Well, that was indeed fruitful. Thank you very much. Well, that was indeed fruitful.
The One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 DLC that just came out a few months ago, that's like the only good DLC that Bamco has put out. I'm sure the Elden Ring DLC will be pretty good too, but yeah, their DLC's been
We
kind
shall
of
part ways here for
crap
now.
deal.
Part ways?
We are on the verge of venturing to unknown worlds.
It comes out
Surely
too
you
late.
must all
Comes
have
out like
preparations to
a
make.
year after the game came out, and then like they want
Mina,
a lot of
Mr.
money for it,
Midas,
and it's like a
Lady
couple hours of
Malphia,
content.
Please use the Fulga if needed.
So it's only worth it
Yes.
if
From the air, we can reach even Nilbeth in the blink
it's only
of
worth
an
it if you
eye.
haven't played the game before.
Oh, right. Dr. Eason.
I don't know if you
It
could get a
has been
rise
some
for like
time
20
since I left
bucks
Ada.
and then get the DLC, maybe.
We shall reconvene
If it was
tomorrow
cheaper
at
than-
midday in the castle courtyard. Please spend
If it was
the time
cheaper than
with
buying the
Gohan
game full
as
price
you
and you could
see
get the
fit.
DLC, maybe some people would like that, but I think
Okay,
$30
I'll be back before you know
for a
it.
couple hour
I
Fetch
shall
Quest
return.
DLC
Leave without me
2
and I'll
years
never
after the game
forgive
came
you.
out is
We shall
a
see you
stretch.
tomorrow.
Those people are
What's
just
going to
made of
happen to
money.
me after all this? I assume I have a date with the Executioner's axe.
Do you still not trust us? Without you, there is much we will never learn about what took place on the Tyrannus and the battle to come. Please, aid us in our cause. Did you not come to our world in search of a peaceful life? Now then, I must report to my father.
No, they totally have a hand in it. They publish it. Just because they don't make it doesn't mean they don't have a hand in it.
Theo, what is it?
I'll leave it to you to report to my uncle. I have another stop I would like to make.
Cousin?
Okay, I think I can recruit Theo now, so let me check. Actually, the first Pirate Warriors 4 DLC was pretty bad. Mostly just because it took 9 months to come out, and the game has like very little to grind for, so most people got the Platinum Trophy in like the first 2 weeks. But then they kept adding characters for 9 months, and there was nothing to use them on. But this new batch of DLC that coincides with the anime is actually really good because it does add an endgame mode, and there's actual stuff to do. There's new things to unlock. I'm just playing on normal.
Just when I thought.
Okay, where am I supposed to find him? go ahead and save here in case I make a boo-boo. Okay, he's not here. Oh, there he is. Alright.
Your words are difficult to believe, but after all that has transpired, I have little choice but to accept them as truth.
Father, Buldur has escaped to the stars with those responsible for bringing misfortune to our world. If left unchecked, I am certain he will disrupt the peace of this world once more.
You will give chase, even into the sea of stars above?
May I have your permission?
No.
I believe you feel it is your duty.
Precisely.
Your Majesty, I shall accompany the princess and guard her with my life.
And what of you?
Your Majesty. My planet was invaded by the Scorpium. The strange life form that Emperor Buldur attempted to implant on Princess Leticia. The world I knew is no more. Now, your planet faces the exact same crisis. I sincerely believe Princess Leticia's journey into space, the Sea of Stars, as you call it, will be paramount to the future of your entire planet.
Very well.
Father.
I myself have seen but little of what extends beyond the stars above. It would bring me great joy if all of you were to learn more about that world. Albert and Lola, I entrust the fate of our planet and my daughter in your hands.
My lord.
Understood.
Safe travels, my daughter.
I will. And I will return to you, Father. Our preparations must be as thorough as possible.
Princess. Apparently, he is in the dungeons.
What?
Duke Lambert was returned to the cells after Theo may harbor some. If the request is worded strong.
Our kingdom needs his...
If you have any other unfinished business.
True. It would not be right to keep Ray and the rest waiting.
Protecting the private chambers of his...
Okay. So I think we're gonna recruit... Theo, and then I'm gonna go ahead and stop for now.
So exquisite.
We have come.
We shall prevail.
Warning. Energy levels low.
Bleed.
Usefulness low. Things destroyed.
So exquisite.
Enemies, dead ahead.
Warning. Energy levels low. Airburst neutralized. Destroyed.
Oh, come on. You're gonna make it a maze to find this guy, too? Come on, man. I gotta go. Come on.
Energy levels low.
Make you go through another maze. You should go recruit this party member. Too bad it's long-ass padded mess. Instead of just giving you the party member. Die.
Neutralized.
How exquisite.
Oh, Zestiria was a mess. Yeah. That game's combat. That's why they went back to,
Initiate emergency protocol.
they went back to transitions after that.
Insufficient output destroyed.
The camera was terrible. A lot of times you get...
How exquisite.
You get, screwed over by the camera, because the camera couldn't handle the open area, because you could fight anywhere. That's why in Berseria and Arise, they went back to just doing usual transitions. It was a nice idea, but it was really obvious they couldn't pull it off. I imagine some people really liked the lack of transitions, but then, you know, they stopped doing it, so... I think the developers agree with the general consensus. Not having a transitional phase to the mob fights was not working. Where am I supposed to find this guy? He's not here. It's like they're just padding out the game at this point. Like, why doesn't the guy just
Threat
join?
detected ahead.
They put fucking monsters in here and everything. Where am I supposed to go? Don't even fucking mark him on the map. I went through this whole damn thing. The guy's not here. This is annoying as possible. It's a whole fucking whole moveset. Can you just give the guy to me? Okay. Thank you.
Here for a visit?
Cousin Theo, what are you doing confined
I don't even
here?
care at this point. I need to go.
Surely there must be some way we might make...
I find myself...
But
No, that's not
perhaps I had
enough. You gotta go pad the game more. Yes, but you spent a lot of time in small contained areas. That was the problem. You spent a lot of time in small contained areas.
Are attended to.
And that system just did not work.
You will always...
I am here.
I'm gonna watch this later. I don't have that much more time.
You would see
I want to get this done. I'm sure it's all over YouTube. I'll probably watch it while I'm over there. I can't be asked right now. This is a lot to go through for a party member. Who's apparently missable.
Oh, what a Princess You see. Orders from His Royal Majesty?
Zestiria is just a mess. That game is just a hot mess. It really is. I couldn't finish it. I actually have a lot of patience with JRPGs. I'll play them to completion, even if there's like really shitty parts like this game. But Zestiria, I played.
Best get some rest once all
I
matters
played
are
for like
attended
6
to.
hours and I stopped. I tapped out. I couldn't do it anymore. Yeah, Zestiria did not hold my interest. That game was train wreck.
What is this duck?
You see,
I think the worst thing about Zestiria is that they claimed that that game was them stopping the annualization, because they were annualizing Tales games for several years at that point, and they still did to a degree at that time period, because they did the 2 Vita games, but then they come back with that game. It's like that's what you took a break from. You took a break to put out that game. It didn't evolve graphically. The gameplay was worse. The game design was worse. There just wasn't anything about it that was better than the previous games. Everything was worse. Say what you want about Tales of Arise, but at least that game did move things forward. You can't say it didn't. They took the visual aspects of the game seriously. They really polished up the game with like having no missables and stuff. Arise has actual improvements. Maybe not in what matters, like the gameplay. But the wait between the games wasn't completely wasted. Zestiria, on the other hand, it's just like, what the hell were you guys working on? Because this isn't it, man. That game was terrible. Yeah, Arise isn't all bad. Gameplay-wise it is, but there actually was some improvements being made. It was not a complete waste. Zestiria, on the other hand, felt like it was. The game has, like, almost no redeeming qualities. If anyone's gonna skip a Tales game, that's, like, definitely the one to skip.
Princess Leticia, Sir Bergholm.
Steady, everyone!
Insufficient output. Warning, energy levels low.
We'll leave alone!
Pray, forgive me my disrespect.
if any of us here need beg forgiveness, Captain, surely it is me. Yet you offered your time to my selfish demands. For that, I thank you.
I do not deserve your praise. Clearly, you stand ready to defend yourself, with or without the aid of knights such as I. Allow me to offer you my signature. But I ask you pass on this message to Theo Clemrath. Our fair princess no longer requires your protection. You are free from your cells solely to serve crown and country.
I shall convey to him just such. You have my gratitude.
Waste no thanks on me.
Oh yeah,
When your
2D
battle at last
Tales
reaches
is
its end,
beautiful.
I will see this
I wish it would come back, but it's not going to.
Captain, and I will be with you when the time comes. We now have all the signatures we require. Best visit Cousin Theo.
Is dead ahead.
Prepare for the worst.
Let us put down this rat.
We appear to have lost them.
Well, one of the reasons Arise did so well is because they took the graphics seriously. Tales games are always like legit 1 year behind, or like one generation behind
Stubborn, aren't you? I
every
gave
other
you my
RPG
answer, did I
series.
not? No matter how many.
Like Final Fantasy looked like a whole generation above Tales, even if they were on the same console.
Orders issued by King Osarius.
They took the
returned
visuals,
satisfied by
the presentation of the
Dr.
game very
Mephiest,
seriously, and I think
Impacting,
that's
and Gertel.
one of the
Orders
reasons
for
why it
Theo
did well.
Clemrath. You are to answer to the demands of Leticia
Also, the
Asterius,
fact that
and
they
devote yourself to the defense of this planet.
kind of took advantage of the fact that
Those you once betrayed,
JRPGs
now
were
calling
dying.
you not to waste away here, but
There
to
weren't many
rise
to
and
play
serve
anymore,
the greater
so-
good. What say you?
Come, Letty. You can't be serious. This...
I have been waiting.
Letty, may we visit the throne room so I might thank my lord uncle, the king?
Alright, he's in the party now. Nice. These games have the same problem as Tales as well, as graphically they're way worse than everything else that's out, so they get held under scrutiny, even though these games definitely favor gameplay first. No, that's totally pretty accurate. A lot of old school Fire Emblem fans don't like Awakening, they don't like Fates, they don't like Three Houses or Engage, because, you know, they try to bring more people in, and in the result they dumb down the gameplay to the point where it's barely even anything interactive anymore. I'm not a Fire Emblem fan, but I totally empathize. It sucks when that happens. They can't find a better balance. Their balance is dumbing down the game to the point where there's barely anything left. But yeah, I actually hadn't really thought about that comparison. That's pretty accurate. Because that's pretty much what happened to Fire Emblem. It's like, yeah, you get more games, but you know, they don't vibe with people who started playing them like a long time ago. Pre-Awakening, just like pre-Arise. Yeah, I hadn't really thought of that. That's actually a pretty intelligent analogy. That pretty much sums it up. Like, you're glad that the franchise isn't dead, but you kind of just have to accept it. The franchise might not be for you anymore. Nah, I've had people say that I hate Arise too much. I'm like, I constantly talk about the good things of that game, too. I constantly talk about it. It's not a complete terrible product. It's just if you care about the gameplay, which is like, in my opinion, just like the game I'm playing is like the primary focus, instead of the story, because story and Tales games can go all over the place. Yeah, the skill tree is pretty bad. Takes too long to get through. Alright. Alright, I gotta go feed the cats, folks. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna have a snack before I go. Ugh. Let's see how much. Let me see how much more of this game is left. Can I finish this tonight? I might be able to finish this tonight, because I have pretty OP characters. Let me look at the walkthrough. But yeah, I gotta take a brief intermission. I may or may not come back right after I'm done. We'll see. Let me see how much of the game is left. Yeah, I'm in the last chapter. I don't think the game has any missables, so... Yeah, I don't know if I can fit... Probably next stream. If I do another stream today, I definitely won't finish the game today, but tomorrow, I think I'm going to try to power through. Log on early and try to finish. I'll probably play a little bit off stream tonight anyway, so... We'll see. But yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, isn't that what happened with Fire Emblem Awakening? It's like, it sold like so many more copies than the previous ones. So that like the changes that they made in that, the fans don't like them. The old fans don't like them. But the new fans don't understand why the old fans are pissed off. Because they played those games for like 20 years prior to that point. As if so, that is pretty much what happened with Arise. There's people that like legit can't see any problem with that game's gameplay. But then like all the old farts that grew up with it will pretty much give you a laundry list of issues with it. It's like you're glad the franchise is not dead, but you know, it's like, well, it might not be for you anymore, and that can be kind of a hard pill to swallow. I mean, it's just like a relationship, right? Sometimes people just aren't fit to be in your life anymore. It's sadly, you do kind of develop relationships with these game franchises. Like, you stick around with them as long as like a relationship with a person, but then there's always like the chance that they might turn into something you don't vibe with anymore. Yeah, Fire Emblem and Tales definitely do have that in common. I hadn't really thought of that. I'm actually going to go ahead and screenshot your post there. That's it's pretty big brain stuff, man. Alright, I'll see you guys later.